Anyway, naturally over here, we did another job. Now, you probably wondering, why the hell did I go back? Even though President continued since the low game, just the only difference is, actually there's no difference. It's nearly quite neat, just low game. Now, I don't mind to put continue game, but yeah, have continue game, I assume that, yeah, go directly to the newest save game data. Not that you pick whatever one you want, because that's no game. Anyway, I'm about that enough. Anyway, we went back because I realized, I probably should have took at least 2 of the blueprints, and not just 1. Alright. I'm gonna steal 2 blueprints, and I'll tell this gun. Text. Phone. Thanks, Finn, for texting me right now. Anyway. We're tied this.
Alright, I'm going.
What you guys say over there? Because I'm just gonna go around and make sure I got.
Sure. The beating heart of progress can at times be grotesque to witness.
No, we can leave it to the logs one more time. And that's it.
On the move.
Oh yeah, I remember those. There's 3, and there's 3 another one. Way over here. No, I really need to bring some things down. We got too much sit here. Afterwards, I don't eat news.
there's the mother. She's quite an impressive specimen, in both size and ferociousness. Incoming! Sure.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Stay right there. Don't follow me. Stay there. Slowly make my way over here. Getting his bandits. Bandits as we got small phone. And before I can forget, so unless I don't miss anything. Alright, we got everything we need. So let's get out of here.
Finally. I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here. So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I have had quite enough of this wretched place. Good. I never trust a freelancer who works for free. Orphans. Is that what you are calling yourself now? Here. Let it never be said that I do not reward good work.
Why was I reward the good orphans?
Oh, really? And why, pray tell, would I do a thing like that? Your point is well taken. I would rather not spend the rest of my days looking over my shoulder for the shadow of my headhunter. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it.
Nope. Don't forget this. Alright, we can go 40. I like that. That might be useful. And for you, my good old friend, bootlickers. Oh, you don't have anything then. And you don't have anything. Acid. Gross. Hmm. Alright, I keep both blueprints that we actually got, and give it to the goal. Since I gave it only Actually, what did I give her? I gave her the... No, I gave her something. Of the three, and to be honest, I think I gave her the most worthless one. So instead, I'm actually gonna keep one of them. So, give her two, since unfortunately, in order to get the one movement for the Sputzer, Sputzer high-tech pistol, I had to go all the way back, and well, that's gonna be a pain. Oh, that's not. That wasn't what this whole time, too. Well, I need to take on Johnson. Yeah, but you seen what happened last episode? You know what happened to Johnson. Johnson is dead.
Oh. Searching. Looks like we're... Goodness! Heads up, jackass! I've had quite enough of you! That's the last of them.
We can hope. Food. That candy. Relax, we got this. Anyway, let's find Johnson. Get back to my way. Is that what I got that way? I don't know, it's been a while. Well, actually not a while. It's been, I mean, 2 days. I mean, yesterday we did, like falling older. But to be honest, I did not expect this to be that long. But I couldn't stop playing. about this. In order, the month of your birthday, 1, how many sexual actions we had put out, 2, how many actions we had this month following that damn culture policies, 3, the maximum volume, mutual and systemic acid hearing before kissing it needle, 4.
That's one way to make an opening. Shall we use it?
Yes.
Unexpected.
The strong survive and the weak perish.
Hey, Bob! Watch this! And the crowd goes wild!
Investigate.
I still love when you do that.
Well done. We're still alive.
You know, kind of with this one away.
Jack, here I come! Can we do that again?
Maybe later. But it won't be too long till we're doing that again. So, yeah, you know, sometime later. And what do we got in the garden? Just gonna wait. And nothing. Nothing beside me. Trying to see what I can sell you.
Process sweeping the end.
Here they come! Don't think that's working! Out of my way!
Oh yeah, I forgot that so no one over here.
Sometimes violence is the only way. That's not getting through. That one's done for.
Everyone all right?
Yep. Well, alright. All thing we gotta do is go back. Give the man the bad news saying, I'm sorry, we lost, both movements. And Johnson's dead. But the advice is this. We didn't kill the lizards. It's still alive down there, so you want to continue your testing, just go back and, you know, do what your doctors usually do. Well, I mean scientists. Thinking you might be a doctor, so
Damn right we left the lab. What's left there that's worth dying for?
You let them get away. Worthless, the lot of you.
Well, you get what you pay for, don't you? Doc Crane better get over himself.
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. They've abandoned their posts. This is madness. My research? Please tell me you've recovered it.
well, if I say I'm keeping it, that might be an issue. Dear God, all the place.
That's all manner of distressing. There truly is nothing left for me. Did you find my colleague, Jameson? Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research. Not in this colony, there isn't. But success here will get me to Byzantium. I'll have recognition, money, proper facilities. It's the only place to lead a life of meaning in the system. As if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it? An experiment? What experiment? Do you see what I have to contend with here? There seems no end to my associates' capacity for doing everything but their jobs. I will need to look into this further.
Oh, please tell me I didn't give him the other one. Oh no! If I do that again, I had to go back. Please tell me I didn't just get. Oh. No! Oh. No. Oh, God, no. We need to go back. I didn't mean to tell him that. I didn't know that would mean I give him the data. I need both. I need two. 2 out of 3, it's not great, but pretty good on its own. If I get the first 1 out of 3, that's not looking good on my report. I'm offering people a business model, and if I can't offer people, excellent services, excellent service, then what am I? That was all the secrets I didn't mean. Alright, wait, tell me I got 2. I'm assuming I have 2 of them. Because if I don't, just tell him we're not the 2 place. I don't find anything. Just tell him that and just walk away. Act like nothing happened. We know all the research, it's gone. And it's not the best choice, it's the worst choice. Just to face it choice. Hey. I guess look around and see anything else. Hey, you got any secrets I need to find?
I don't have time for this.
I don't have time for that to do.
What can I do you for? Yeah, I ain't gonna make no comment on anything like that. Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
I got a plan if I got the NTO here, see probably saying, nah. I guarantee that's what she probably saying. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I can. I don't think I can negotiate with the scientists in here, giving back the research.
I believe we have nothing further to discuss.
Fine. Maybe I could see the phone. But look, doubt it.
Did security talk to you yet?
No, not yet. There's anything in here. I think they're just the Westlands area.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. What? I mean, we're surrounded by hungry raptidons. Who wouldn't be? Am I right?
Just can't go
Look,
over.
I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? No, not unless you break the... But why would you? Let me explain. I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
Whoa, slow down. Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Seriously. Captain, I believe he's making Enraptured. It's an aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
Ah.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug.
Don't someone over shots.
The results are outside the margin of error. Technically.
Okay, just in case I want to see if I say anything about it. That means I need the data. So we're gonna save right here.
Give any more thought to it? I mean, the job of mine?
So I can find it.
Sure, whatever you need to know. As little as possible. I mean, yeah. I'm Staff, endocrinologist. We've been studying a load of raptidons hauled in from Monarch. Ask Dr. Crane. All I know is my bit, analyzing the raptidon equivalent of hormones.
Ah, an interesting scientific endeavor if I ever heard one. Which hormones?
So...
Mostly they're leptin analogs. Raptidons have 4 different varieties. Concentrations vary.
Oh, I thought you were saying, the entire hormones, for a man, a woman, or, I was joking.
Byzantium's inhabitants could afford it, if no one else.
It was like that when we got here. I heard it had been shut down for years. But the toilet's flush and the roof doesn't leak. Much. Want to talk about peptides? I've got, amazing stories about cortistatin. Don't keep me in suspense. Did you get my stuff? I mean, not mine. It's for other parties. Buyers.
No. Well, now we know that we mentioned about it. He's gonna say, "Oh, you got it?" I guess you know. What if I say no, saying, I saw it, but I didn't get it. I don't have the stuff. I lost the stuff. The stuff's gone.
Give any more thought to it? I mean, the job of mine?
Don't say what you're having.
Sure, whatever you need to know. As little as... Ask Dr.
Ah, an interesting scientific endeavor if I ever heard one. Which hormones?
Mostly they're leptin analog.
Maybe it's for them fat cats up in Byzantium.
It was like that when we got here. I heard it had been shut down for years. Want to talk about pep? I've had days like that. Hey, whatever.
What's occupying your thoughts?
You're underestimating the importance of the 8th back.
Blankenship, she's okay. But Lunsford has the highest rate of foot goals per game.
But if you cross-reference with the skills of the opposing team, his hand goal...
Felix, do me a favor, don't kill him.
What?
Lunsford plays worse against better teams. Blankenship plays better.
Huh? Huh? I don't have time for...
I don't have time for this.
Both of you can die. I don't even know. Huh, I was hoping to be some secrets.
Easy does it.
Oh, being something that's useful.
Tossball is all about putting the ball...
Living in there would rank only slightly better than prison.
Agreed. That guy has seen the prison in this game.
Damn right we left the lab. What's left there that's worth dying for?
You let them get away. Worthless, the lot of you.
Well, you get what you pay for, don't you? Doc Crane better get over himself.
That no-account fool Porter and his crew are even more worthless than I could have imagined. My research? Please tell... That's... all manner. Did you find my... Jameson. You understand nothing. That's not true. I'm a man of great caring. I'd never own up to that, though it be true. It's this place, this colony. You can see that, can't you? I need to get to Byzantium. It's the only place life can have meaning. You're right. And what's worse, I've always known it.
It's never too late.
But there's nothing to be done. This is the life I've made for myself.
Still a lot of Raptidons out there. We'll take care of them.
Oh God, no! Jesus Christ! Whoops! I didn't expect the man to kill himself. Sorry. You know, to be honest, he's not the biggest dick I ever met. Though, I'm not saying he's a good man, but of all the many people I met so far, not just, he's not the most evil villain character I met. I feel like he's not even the worst character in our world. I guarantee there'll be far more evil people here. Oh my God, I didn't expect to say kill yourself. We need to get out of here.
Probably gonna get fired. You know that, yeah? Doc Crane better get over himself.
No, he did.
Carry on.
Oh, guys, we need to run now.
Hey.
What can I do you for?
Dr. Crane saw himself,
Yeah, I ain't gonna make no comment on anything like that.
yeah, because the guys did.
Oh, before I forget.
Guys, one, just keep on moving. We're going on here. I remember, in the very first Fallout game, you can actually talk the Fire Event into killing himself. And you can do that to President Eden in Fallout 3 too. But I never expected that one would do the exact same thing. But a random scientist, not the head, but I guess the head of this colony. I think the guy who's in charge of the secret lab saw himself, so, I don't know what you want me to do here. The man is dead. Game, I don't know your what I said, but we want me to kill the dead man. I don't know where he went, and, in Afterlife. I don't know if this game had its own version of Afterlife. Or what is that? Or what was going on back when after death. Anyway, all I know is the man's dead. So it's just like another scientist, like another head scientist. I pissed I talked to the guy in there, but no. But I'm not giving him the research.
Give any more thought to it? I mean, the job of mine?
I don't want to tell them. Yeah, we're getting out of here. Well, this episode became depressing. You know, when I mentioned the person one in the beginning, I do not expect this to happen, to be honest. Anyway, before anyone asks, please, if you do have, you know, if your depression is really getting that bad, or you do have some issue and you've been thinking about that, seriously, go talk to someone. Though, many people just make, you know, front shows. They just go online, look for the number. If I know the number, I would tell everyone. All that I'm saying is just talk to someone. That's the best thing I can say.
Space adventuring is tiring work. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Maybe I'm gonna chop off some of my stuff here because, oh, I'm one-on-one on my person.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Sure.
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
On that sub or my sub? Oh, I sense this is my process face. Oh, that's kind of funny, to be honest. Yep. Space.
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for gas supplies. Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? She seemed to know lots of things. Maybe she knows where to find fancy soap.
Yes, a local smuggler. I got soap. Oh, what can we find? Find some soap. Soap. We need some soap. Alright.
Thanks, but oughtn't a person look special for special times? I mean, what if she leaned close and I smelled like propellant and underarms? Oh, thanks, Captain. It's a hefty load off my mind. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. 'Cause I want to come with.
Alright, well, funny enough, I'll actually about to, doctor, so,
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
Alright. Vix, I trust you wanting the sub. I actually do know how they activate, It was this thing that's an outway of life. Talking about me. I came and destroyed a way of life. That colony is gone. I mean, to be honest, they started. I mean, I knew the sip pod. The guy who had to negotiate with me. Oh. Okay, he was negotiating. I disagreed. That's what I say. I disagree. It was a long, complicated story, and I'm spying spacer and not gonna try to hunt me down. I need to stop carrying things around.
You see, we had a conveyor pull in. One of them interstellar jobs.
Artemis, something that.
Hot apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
This is Halcyon News.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
No, I'm not here.
What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big, dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose. Well, 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 aren't you clever? Thank you, dearie. I might just follow up on that. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here. Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war. Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else? I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Gosh, we never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship.
Yeah, that might be a good one.
If I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny, miny, moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Like grit and grime covered over with cleaner, you mean? Well, that's a smell that means we're really going places.
I'll just wrap that up.
I hope that's
since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Yeah, I guess so. Things on. Anyway, what do we sell?
gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We'd best top off our ammo stock before we leave.
Good idea.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Salt tuna and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax golds.
Nobody else you want one.
There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets. Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? Yes, well, now that we're here, can we check in with security? I'd like to track down that scholar.
Rizzo's Purple Gold Punch. You want a kind? You got your punch right here.
Oh, I can put the ass. I didn't do that yet.
Hey there. Be seeing you.
Wish they'd let us off station. Air up here is just recycled spacer farts.
AI is smaller than me, we'll see.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before.
Oh, good. This
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, mister? Chief Junlei Tennyson. She runs the ship. Does a real great job of it, too. Her family's worked on it for, gosh. They're run by Miss Hagen. Half the tramp captains and contractors in the system have worked for her. I ought to warn you straight off. Scuttlebutt says some of the jobs they do aren't exactly above board. Downright anti-business, if you catch my meaning.
Look on that.
Oh, sure, sorry. Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Then I get to chatting too much and Commandant Sonida's gotta reprimand me again and... Oops, doing it again. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Captain's real understanding.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks drone on about their pointless, depressing lives.
Awful generous of you, listening to me like this. This is the security desk, sir. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sonida. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Do you do? I don't know. Do something?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away. We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... We just don't. You did help fix the radiators. I know Commandant Sonida's grateful for that. Maybe if you cleared an open bounty. That'd be enough for a thank you tour.
Ah.
Well, let me think about it for a minute.
No.
No?
You don't sound awfully sure of that.
We got a lot of rules to follow. Hard to remember them all sometimes. Appreciate it. You being so understanding and all. That'd be awful weird. On account of you should be locked up back here too then. All right. Sure, and stuff from outside the system too, off the interstellar freighters. That's why we also have so many armed Mardettes on duty here. All right. Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters passing through these days. I spend some shifts just listening to the wireless. Search me? I mean, don't search me, because that's my job.
He'll keep his on to you.
I reckon you'd have to ask the folks in Byzantium.
What the hell? What you guys?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to
Why am I
inquire about the
cool
bounty
gun?
posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
I'm not in the office. Well, my crew is in the office.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters.
I was a
like you
bounty
in the
hunter. I
future.
took him down away.
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand? Then get to business or get moving. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
I didn't do anything. To say, oh yeah, I took down that one guy that Yorn killed. No, I didn't know we had to have a got system forward.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
No, at this point, I'm gonna keep doing it. You can't tell me to stop. I will keep falling down many times I want. No matter what.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck, and a quality commensurate with a friend of the station.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Yeah, someone broke in the back room, stole some ID.
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
Well, speaking of that...
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws. Keep hanging around, and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you? You have yourself...
Pardon me. Med base for crew only. Sorry, freighters got to see their ship's sawbones.
The game goes on.
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
To the last Ratchet on Rutton time! Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she?
Nope.
Alright, okay. We can discuss this more. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jab.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
No.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
There's another cool like similar to Balkan's gameplay. So if something going on with the stream, if anyone wants it, I'm saying that's happening.
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udon's deposit I'd spent. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe. Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
What was that?
Crap. Okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Oh, God.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill. I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Nope, that's it.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent.
I'm
But we
competent.
can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
So not that fast.
What can I say? Something about people telling me I can't do a thing that just makes me itch to prove them wrong. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
I agree.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared. We'll talk later. Got a bit of a sore throat from all that fake coughing.
Well, now we got a new crew member.
What's happening on Hera 1? Last I heard, the board was...
Rizzo Spectrum Blast.
Nice pistol and impressive looking dagger.
So, Vicar. Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
I'm gonna join you two. I understand. I'm gonna join him both of you on.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Yeah, I'm getting that, but this area's off limits. I told you. You have done a lot for us, Captain. I'll talk to the Commandant about scheduling a thank you tour for you. Maybe check back in a few days. All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Alright. So don't loot, but just take a look around.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding them. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
What's a bum?
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs.
Alright.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
Yeah, no one saw that. You should be fine. Anyway, we got everything we need here, folks. We got tools. We got a new member of the crew now. We'll probably get a second one as well. After that, we'll might be filled up with, max capacity here. So what we got? We got NCA, we got Priest, we got Game Boy. I don't know what the hell that kid does. Something.
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells? I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Alright, and what shall we upgrade? Alright, tier 2. Sorry. No, that might be useful. Spend your way and all way. You can get tier 2.
Excuse me. Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
Are you making yourself comfortable here?
Good to see you, boss.
Initiating initialization sequences.
Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Yo, Sam.
Registering new owner. Captain. SAM units live to clean and clean to live. Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper. Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away. Got stubborn stains? Leave them for Sam.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a new, book here.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss? Yes, I've been meaning to discuss exactly that. Now that we know where, the Scholar is, when will we be searching him out?
Alright, we will find him.
Sanitizing within established rings.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Alright.
Sure do. Some of it was even legal. What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made. Gotta figure out how to work that into my aesthetic. Maybe a pair of earrings? I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way.
Above board.
Makes two of us, Captain. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Aw, come on. That stuff's boring.
Yeah, you never know.
Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
And looks like we just have room for one more extra person on the ship.
Don't mind the mess.
No, we got a robot to clean it up. Actually, I want to see what the doctor been up to.
Orbital lab. Well, how can I be of assistance? What's that? Define favorite. I see. In that case, my favorite is Sam.
Good. That's...
And I'm sure I rank as your favorite autonomous digital astrogator.
We just got Sam and she likes it, likes him.
All you wanted to ask me? You seem hesitant to discuss what's actually troubling you. Perhaps there is something you wanted to confess? Duly noted. Are you sure that is all you wished to confess? Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses with no fundamental consciousness. I look at the board
Good.
and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear. I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion. How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
And who shall come with us? No son between Aya and no, it's Dublin Flex. Then we'll test this. No works. You king? So don't go in the boss section beside the big giant gaping hole. Alright. I keep that in mind.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Maybe I should have bought the cleaning robot.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color.
What?
Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind?
Yeah, that's
Never know what
cussing.
being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson.
Wait, who Thompson?
Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. Absolutely. Let's talk. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Fine looking hideout you got here. My name's Felix, by the way.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
What? Yeah, but that's fun.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things.
Oh, maybe the doctor I just got.
For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. I picked you out of the hope for your talents, after all. It's only natural that others would gravitate toward you. Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress. What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk. Oh, goodness, no. I wouldn't survive 10 seconds in the blackness of the Aether. Well, no, I imagine I'd last at least 12 seconds before I'd lose consciousness and die of hypoxia.
How come?
Life outside work? No, of course not. My life is my work. For that matter, everyone else's lives are also my work. An entire colony's worth of lives are at stake. It's up to me, up to us to set things right. To answer your question, I'd rather stay right here in my lab. There's too much work to be done. The Hope's colonists won't revive themselves, you know. Because we've lost our way, the board has a stranglehold over this colony, and we've all been conditioned into total obedience. The Hope is full of specialists, scientists, engineers, talented individuals like you, people who haven't been corrupted by the board. Unfortunately, the Hope's colonists have been frozen for decades, well past your shelf life, so to speak. No offense.
None taken.
You begin to perceive the truth. Yes, according to the board and their narrow-minded scientists, you should be a pile of organic sludge right now. 10 years. That's how long the average human can remain in hibernation. You were frozen for decades. In theory, you never should have survived the revival process. But the conventional theories are wrong. You're living proof that it can be done. There's yet hope for the Hope. Get it?
Yeah.
We'll do our very best to save them all. I'd best get back to work. I can feel my last dose of caffeinoid fading.
Well, that's sad. Boy, what the fuck is this? That's a mess up looking am.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Oh, glad to hear it was 28, but I'm 27. Now, what shall we go next? What shall be our next misadventure? You know what? I might as well make.
Orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Might as well make no stop here. Though I need to definitely stay away from the main colony complex because, I don't want to get shot. I just want to talk to the deserters, see how they're doing.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here. Well, hopefully the police, Felix, and Queen will can defend defend my sib. It's case, some of the guards look like the sib when wait. I know who was on that sib. Find the captain, kill him, and look for the engineer too.
Pleasant hum of electricity. It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go. I don't don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be.
Well, that's...
I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life. You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined. You are welcome here.
That was normal talking.
I've never seen the camp so lively.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
I've never seen the camp so lively.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Found another one.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Oh yeah, and also there was no mystery that we need to solve. There was a crime to solve, yeah. Hopefully the trail had not gone cold over the years. So that's it. Then, no more Edgewall for me. No more coin, no more jumpsuit and gloves. And yes ma'am, and we like another... I don't know why I'm writing this down for Pulse's sake, because I always hated this company, and I don't think I had to look back to this donor many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the battle once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everyone gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and grabbed a nail too much every time. It's really not come to myself when I'm sick, don't I? What we got here? Good news, I'm alive. Same thing never better too. There's a group of citizens now in the overlaps. Get away from this colony, the lab's just enough power to one on the... Oh wait. So catch up. I don't know, that doesn't sound too bad. I can see it myself. Alright, here we go. Well, today's the day. Soon today's the day you take your destiny to your hunt. I've been listening to words about the walls that bands of water free spirit, been living camps out in the hill, warming themselves by the light of bonfire, burning out the hoods and enemies and spikes and warning to folks like me. Three ways to live food. At the outside at my even more, right?
Okay.
Oh, I like you.
That's the last of them.
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
Oh no. We're here to rescue.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Teach me your ways. Well, that's the best way to it. I don't know what to say. Wow, you crossed them off like that. I saw a heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways of killing.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Okay.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you visiting?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
You joined them, and so since you joined Marauders, and that's it. All right.
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
One dead bodies.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation. Unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
I don't really know how you somehow became friends with the Marauders, but well, she found a way. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Why? Because I'm lazy. Oh, that was kind of funny. We thought you were kidnapped or murdered or worse. Then we found out that you just joined them and... Okay, then I didn't realize that Marauders are that open to get a raccoon. Then again, that might explain why there was so many of them. We take anyone. Join us. Join the Marauders.
What is it?
Well, that's mean.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you. I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Oh wait, what weapon that would be? No one ever aimed for the helmet.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally. Got the strangest craving for Adrena time. Got the strangest craving for Adrena time.
So yeah, to be between yourself. Okay, well, I'm just gonna get back to the ship. Just looking around. Yeah, just find something on the library, get on the ship, and get out of here. There, the captain got himself a special buy new pistol.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, don't mind me as I'm pointing a gun at you.
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Okay.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Now I see why you like Sam so much.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return. orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Well, happy to hear. Guess I might win you for that.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle once.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're out.
The Vulcan. I'm probably saying it once, so I'm so sorry. Monarch? Yeah, Monarch. You know, everyone's saying Monarch and Night Mess, you know, Monarch from the Monsterverse. Ah. I wanna know what's with the woods. Look, the Welcoming Committee.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Well. Hang on, folks. You don't mind me, oh, god darn it. Well, Gecko was in my room. Going around. Give me a second. Alright, sorry. I got away. I get that comes to my room every, what's it, 3, 4, 5, every 6 months. Pops out in nowhere, say hi, then disappear, never be seen again.
I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes.
Your own wuss.
On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Scott Lang.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Alright, so what is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? I couldn't really say. I'm just a fan of the game.
Oh, if I had Felix with here, he would have been talking to this man.
The less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way. Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Look, I don't... Sorry, for a second I thought you were Grim.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
We don't get many outsiders.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. Don't interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right.
So you're the hunter.
What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the fuck. Fair point. I deserve it though, on account of being the best.
My dad always kept his firearms and liquors in different lockers. Said it wasn't safe to mix them.
Good.
Out here, if you ain't a little buzzed, you're liable to notice the stench of life. The grit in the air. The dust in every drink and the blood on every boot. Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
You can be signed up, can you?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
Yeah, let me point a gun out and see what happens.
Velma seen out of sorts too?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is.
Great.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Not much I can do for this guy.
Well, what do we have here? Now we've got another Missy to serve you.
Something on your mind?
Oh, I thought you could use that. Nah, but happy with this, man.
Good day to you.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Boo.
Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
Place sounds fine to me.
Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch. Rest periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours long. It all sounds wonderful, until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the deadliest creatures in the galaxy.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
There's truly no end to my suffering. Only every day. But in case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly get ships on a regular basis, yours notwithstanding. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with Sublight, which would mean reaching Fallbrook without getting eaten, shot, or dissolved into green goop, what then? Well, thank you for reminding me. As if I weren't already destined for an early grave. Sanjar, of course. He had all these glorious ideas about how he'd run Monarch.
I just want to hear it
Rest
again.
periods between every work shift. No shift more than 10 hours. It all sounds wonderful. Until you realize there's only a few centimeters of repurposed steel between you and the...
That's what she said.
There's truly no end to my suffering.
I just love doing that stuff.
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran.
Oh, there we go. You want?
These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
Hoy! Jeez, 3,000.
You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
Not money. Oh, that felt painful. How much money do I have? $2,000 though. Alright, if this is more than 2,000, 1,000 maybe. Oh my god, my wallet took a hit. Felt like a knife. Oh, weapons.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
I will. Alright, what don't like? What gun do I never use?
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Well, yeah.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a Mantiqueen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
Oh yeah, then I've been.
He came
Yeah,
to
we've been
Stellar
there.
Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters, Mantiqueens especially. Sure, they're real big, hard to miss them. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett, but I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Sure.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Yeah, huh?
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination.
So you
Not
don't tell
much
me
else to
anything
know,
else.
Cap. No complaints here.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna start here because we are getting pretty late here. So now we're gonna do a stream tomorrow. No, unfortunately, this one we get back to schedule, so I don't know by the time to do it. I'm not saying, doing late to 7 right now. So good chance you might only see these on during the weekends. Give it might. Can't promise you anything, but anyway, thanks for coming and see you guys later. And I hope you have a wonderful have a wonderful time. I don't know, just go do something.